And look at the daring raid by the enemy. Look at that. Unbelievable. Actually unbelievable. He kills like a squad and a half there. A squad and a half. Hello there, folks. Hatme here, and I truly hope you guys are having a lovely day. We're playing 3 versus 3. We're playing as allies. I'm playing as USSR together with Sepasha, and we have King 51 who plays as the United States. On the other side, we have Axis players. They're all playing as Germany, Nickel, Lakatosh, and Crab. So let's see how it goes. This would be battle zones. I'm looking at this map. I played it previously, actually. It's kind of interesting. SMG squad is the first one we call, and then I'm kind of thinking of what to get. Should we get sappers? But yeah. Again, we're gonna make sure that our allies know our plan. I spawned on the left, so left flank is mine to take. We're playing 3 pre-mades, I believe, versus 3 randoms. So the enemy team should be pre-made. Yeah, for a second I believe that King was trying to kind of go left, and I'm gonna make sure to redirect him. Here I'm not really sure what to take. I'm waiting for a sapper squad, but it's kind of far away. That's like 35 seconds. So, yeah, we go for the rifle squad. And we're capturing the point before the enemy. Which is pretty good. I'm gonna push some guys into the... I'm not sure if this is like some kind of factory industrial facility. Warehouse. And this is where we meet the enemy in the open. We're gonna try to use some nades against them. Ah, you got mowed down by that machine gun. There is a ton of enemy infantry coming in. MG42 is a beast. This is a blind nade, but we do not get any kills, unfortunately. Let's see if we're happy with another one. No. I overcooked it, so to speak. And this is where we see a half-pack coming in for the enemy. And I immediately call in my Panzer Shrek team. This is where we try to dig in. I'm always lazy with digging in with my infantry. And look at the daring raid by the enemy. Look at that. Unbelievable. Actually unbelievable. He kills like a squad and a half there. A squad and a half. I simply do not have any anti-tank nades. That was very, very impressive. Let's see if we can pay him back. Yeah, we killed one of the guys that slaughtered our infantry. But now my anti-tank team is in position. The problem is essentially that we are without infantry support, so I cannot really go off to that half track. So very, very daring play by the enemy. I guess you always learn something new when you play PvP. And as you can tell, we did not capture one of the points for some reason. On the point that's like closest to us, we didn't capture. On the western side of the map, I have no idea why. That's kind of a mystery. So at this point we are losing, but it seems like my allies realized it and they're gonna capture it. And as you can tell by the score, I took a beating. That's for sure. So I'm in deficit. Essentially, none of the 2 points that are in my zone of responsibility are taken. So we're gonna try to do something in order to change the situation. There is the damn half track. That beast. That legend. Of course, we're gonna try to drop some smoke, because it will be impossible to advance while that thing is operational. I think he pretty much saw my Panzerschreck guy, so he's gonna be falling back, which is pretty smart. And I don't have another choice, but I bring T-70M. At least we forced him to retreat somewhat. Although that MG has a very long range. Ah, that was a devastating nade. He's being smart about it. And this is where our flamer does a job. He's trying to escape that flamer manually, but not that easy. Let me tell you that. We do a good job with our nades to clean them up. Yeah, a very good job by that T-70M. And we burned a lot of enemy men with our flamer. Yeah, now we're gonna try to be more aggressive with our infantry because, you know, the enemy's down. I'm gonna try to reinforce another point and try to take it over from the enemy. There seems to be another infantry squad coming from the east. There's a guy in the building. Yeah, we're gonna try to dig in and make it more difficult for the enemy. A lot of guys are burned out, but some still remain. We did not even see him. Like, sometimes guys in buildings can be quite OP. So we're gonna try to burn him out. Okay, that's kind of tilting. At this point, that's kind of tilting. I think the best thing to do there would be just to use satchel from sappers and try to demolish it completely. But we have our own assault sappers, and they are some of the best infantry units in the game. Very formidable. Over there, I see an enemy tank coming in, so we have to be very careful. We have capping power over the enemy. It's pretty good. 1-8 hits. Let's see another one. Yeah, I have no idea how they managed to escape, but yeah. We get them. One problem with assault sappers is the fact that they cannot properly dig in. As you can tell, I ordered my Panzerschreck guy not to fire. So he's gonna try to stay hidden in the bush. And now, essentially, the point is ours. We managed to capture it, so I'm gonna... yeah, I'm just checking if I can dig in, and I realize I can't. So... yeah, we're trying to get to nade those guys, but no Panzerschrecks or Panzerfausts. Unfortunately. And that Panzer 3 is looking for a T-70. So I'm kind of pushing him to come close. But he's being very careful, you know. But at least we are in control of 2 points. But now our allies are losing theirs, which is a problem. Yeah, enemies are pushing seriously now. Lakatosh is doing a really good job, I feel like. I know he's using HE, so I tried to surprise him, but no penetration, unfortunately. At least I tried to track him, but, yep. Yeah, I think I accidentally switched to HE, but that hit round was too much for T-70. Nah, like, I don't think I would have made it, so... I'm thinking about bringing any tanks, but, like, probably not worth it. He's just gonna hide it. Having a machine gunner team so close to the enemy is a bad idea, so we're just gonna retreat from there. And of course, we're gonna force him to come to us. So he's trying to nade my team, but his infantry now is in the open. Gonna get shot down. Can't do anything there. Yeah, that Panzer 3 can be quite good at times, depending on the role. So these guys are, you know, anti-tank team as well. They have a lot of Panzerfausts, and they have 2 flamethrowers. You see how we are leading him? on this flank, and he gets in range, he gets burned. Killed 3 crew members, I believe. That was also a very good hit. Yep, and that's it for it. Maybe one more. We did not destroy it properly. That was a miss, unfortunately. But they're not gonna be able to fix it anytime soon. So I'm gonna bring another anti-tank team on the right. I'm trying to just bring more infantry and ignore tanks for the time being. I'm gonna bring tanks with doctrinal points, but I'm not gonna bring them with manpower points. And let's see if we can actually finish it off. Yep, we can. That thing's gone. And now that we have assault sappers on the point, it will be very difficult for the enemy to do much about it. He lost his tank. He lost his half-track, so... And again, that guy... Oh my god, he's so annoying. And like, how do you see him? Where the hell is he? Only now I managed to kill him. He killed like, I don't know, 4 or 5 of my men. This tank comes way too close. That's Panzer III, and I think we destroyed it with the hand grenade, I believe. I think there was anything else that could have destroyed it. But yeah, you should never send your unsupported tanks. And we gotta move up. That's for sure. We gotta try to push the enemy as far as we can. Let's see if we can kill that guy. Yep. That was a very good nade. I got stuck there. That's my own fault. Yeah, I would love to get that MG42. But I need to drop something. I'm thinking of like what to drop. Like, I don't have much time. So yeah, I kind of messed it up and yeah. But here we are under a lot of pressure. So I was thinking about getting a signaler. But no, I'm gonna go for rocket artillery. It was an interesting nade. Not the perfect one because I couldn't predict the enemy movement, to be honest. And enemies are successful or semi-successful in like taking it back. They didn't kill all of our men, but yeah, they did a lot of damage overall. Yeah, we see that guy, we kill him, and face to face. That was pretty good. So now I don't have nades, so I have to like really go face to face. How is that guy alive? Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. I think I get way too close with my rocket artillery. Gotta order our guys to go prone. I think the enemy does the same, but now we are pushing. Now we have the upper hand on the point. I'm just gonna go back with it so it doesn't get destroyed by the enemy. We have another Panzer Strike team. I'm gonna try not to lose them easily. They're not very cheap, though. They're not very cheap. So keeping them safe. We're gonna get additional assault sappers because I feel like my enemy abandoned, you know, the west or the east point. Pardon me. Of course, we're gonna have our infantry everywhere. And that looks like a Panzer IV-H from over here. Providing their infantry some fire support. Again, I do not dig in properly on my side of the point, which is a big mistake. But luckily we have some cover to use the nades. This thing almost reloaded, so we're gonna get a bit closer and see if we can hit the point again. Yeah, they have a lot of infantry. Just gonna go prone and, you know, try to use some smoke as we approach. That will be tank destroyer. But I'm not really sure why he brought it, because I don't have any tanks. I did not bring any tanks. I can understand if, like, if you bring a tank, okay. Tank can sometimes help you push. But tank destroyer cannot really do that. And this is where my flamer does a really good job as well. He's kind of forced to run away from the point, not to get burned. And I just waited for them to get in the open, and now we're gonna open fire with our rocket artillery again. It's 82 mil rockets. They're not great, but there are 24 of them, so hopefully they're gonna hit their mark. You have 2 salvos, each by 12, and we killed most of that infantry. Not all of it, but most of it, that's for sure. And we gotta take the right control of our flamer. That was a pretty good hit. Damn it. But you know what? We hit it. We hit it, but I think that side skirt saved it from any serious damage. They're heavily contesting this point. I'm not quite sure what my allies are doing on the right. They have a lot of vehicles in the back, but that's pretty much it. We lose a flamer. That's also pretty unfortunate. Sometimes they can do wonders, and sometimes, like, as other soldiers, they are easily killed. That is MG42. We're gonna try to kill him. Yeah, we're getting under a lot of fire. Oh, nice one. Nice one, what a legend. And then we destroy that Panzer IV. I tried to completely destroy it, but I couldn't. That was a very nice grenade. Let's see if we can set another one. And he gets killed. Like, that guy's is a beast. Certified beast. Yeah, I realized that my thing will be out of rockets the next salvo, so not gonna be able to reload anymore. Are we gonna bring elite guards? I have no idea how my guy in the back was shot. But it's okay. That is a scouting vehicle. Scouting half-track. We gotta take that satchel away. And that looks like Stu H. But my ally was kind of able to clean up the crew. It wasn't destroyed, but yep. We see that thing, and let's keep pushing. Doesn't have the angle to fire with the machine gun. Yep. Ah, too bad. I was about to hit the engine of that Panzer IV. So he shoots me, I shoot him. We have plenty of infantry on this side. Although that Stu H is back and operational, I believe. This is where my rocket artillery strikes again. Yeah, we didn't get many hits, but once we did, it was pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna try to resupply it. Yeah, I definitely needed to dig in, and only now I tried to do that. Which is kind of lame at this point, but... have no idea how guys are quick with those things, because sometimes they don't work properly for me. I'm definitely interested in going after that Stu H, but can I? That's a big question. Fires an HE shell into the Panzer III. Luckily, none of our guys get hit. I feel like Lakatosh was doing really good on the left flank, on the eastern flank, but I think he may have redirected his efforts elsewhere. We have another Panzerschreck, so let's see if we can say hello to Stu H. You never want to get this close. And yep, just like that, we destroy it. It's on fire. And that thing is destroyed. Panzer IV on the side. We hit the turret, I believe. No, we could completely destroy it. Yep, that's good. So just like that, we mop up their tanks. And if I really wanted to, probably could have fixed that Panzer III. This thing is almost reloaded, so we're gonna get into more offensive position. Now knowing that they do not have much to stop us. Gonna wait a little bit until the circle closes. And now we're gonna open fire. Those guys are in the open, and there is nothing much they can do. And now, considering that he has almost no infantry left, we're gonna see if we can do any damage. That should be German support gun. They still have vehicles over there, but we have Panzerfausts. I think he tried to get out thinking that I'm not gonna see it. You know, if it doesn't shine on the map. But I managed to heavily damage it. Not to destroy it, but to damage it for sure. He's gonna try to tow it away. Oh, that was a crazy Panzer Shark hit. We're left with the very little health. And that should be done for Wesp. Is he still alive? Yep. That's it. Wesp is gone. Just like that. I'm out of rounds, unfortunately. And we did so much damage to the enemy with this one. We destroyed essentially support gun. We destroyed a bunch of tanks, and we destroyed the Wesp. Killed a ton of infantry as well. We lost a lot. We lost like entire squad there, so I'm gonna bring my guys a bit forward to move the front line. If I can. That looks like Lux. Yeah. That is Panzer II. With 20 mil. So sometimes being aggressive is good. But sometimes can be bad. Like right now. My guys are getting overwhelmed. I have no idea how I sent it there. Like. I have no clue how it ended up there. I swear to God. I'm literally just trying to escape at this point. Just run away. And they are trying to push my side. I'm thinking of what to get. And I decide on IS-244. That was a pretty big mistake on my part. I simply have no recollection of sending my rocket artillery so close to the enemy. That would be Sturmmorse. That would be Sturmmorse. We managed to escape enemy artillery. They literally tried to destroy our rocket artillery, but they couldn't. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that Sturmmorse with my IS-2. We're gonna dare it to come close. I think my arch enemy Lakatosh is ready to push on the left flank. So I want to get somewhat closer. I know where he wants to fire. That ricochets, unfortunately. And leaves me open for the enemy attack. Lux is excellent versus infantry. But we have a lot of our guys hidden, so I open fire with my rocket artillery to stop the enemy infantry advance. And we hit the Lux with Panzerfaust, destroying it. Now I know that Sturmmorse fired its round, and let's see if we can do something about it. He probably moved. I lost the line of sight on him. I need to be better with tanks. That's for sure. I feel like I'm pretty bad with tanks. No, I'm pretty bad with everything, but tanks in particular, because they are so damn expensive. I was thinking maybe they're still there, trying to fix it, if maybe I could track it, but no. Literally did nothing there. I'm gonna continue to fall back because Sturmorser has the range of like 180, I believe, 170, probably 170. And if I stay out of his range, I should be safe. Yeah, we lost a lot of infantry. So I'm just gonna bring SMG squad. But look how much manpower points I have. That Sturmorser is getting closer. We shoot, we ricochet, and now I have a Panzerfaust and Panzerschreck team. Again, they shoot, they do not pen it. That's really, really unfortunate. And I get saved. I get saved by the terrain. Actually, there was I think there was a kind of a hole that he hit, so he did not destroy my IS-2. Luckily for me. I'm pretty sure the best way to shoot a Sturmorser would be to hit its gun. It will explode immediately if you can do that. But for as long as Sturmorser lives, it's very, very difficult to do anything. I would say that my allies being a bit passive, a bit too passive for my taste. They have a lot of units on the right flank, but they're not really pushing with it. Enemy has a tank though, so maybe this is why they have a Tiger. But I think that now the Tiger is gone, hit by the artillery, so they should be able to push. And he's trying to dig in, but we already have infantry on that side, so not gonna go easy for him. I'm not sure if you guys saw that nade. Bounce off and come back again. Like it's made out of rubber. He's trying to pull the exact same maneuver, so I'm assuming that this is not his first time on this map. But now we have a Panzerschreck. And by bringing both the rocket artillery and my tank, I probably have less population cap. Although actually, I do have a lot of population gap, so I should be bringing more infantry. That's for sure. Yeah, we're gonna try to spread out those guys. We know that enemies have artillery. We destroyed that Wasp, but there probably will be more. And just like that, our capping power is essentially back on our side. But look at that explosion. That thing is a beast. But he's getting too cocky with it. Yes, he killed half of my squad, but he's just getting too close. And again, we clean up his infantry. We're gonna try to use our Panzerschreck to get closer to Sturmorser. If we can hit it on the side, if I can just track it, that will be the end of it. But we get shot from both flanks, so I'm gonna have to stay put. And I realized that, yes, indeed I need more units, but our IS-2 was somehow able to pen it from that angle. As I said, he's getting way too cocky. And we destroy it. He still has a tank destroyer over there. So I do not want to push my luck. IS-2 can definitely kill it, but great shot by the howitzer. Simply, we need to retake the left flank now. And if I were better, I would bring more infantry. Like, you can see that I'm not population cap limited. Should definitely be pushing with more infantry. I have plenty of manpower points, so that would be a bad macro on my part. We're gonna support our infantry push with a bit of rocket artillery. Machine gun team on its own. Infantry, the rest of infantry on its own. Panzerwerfer actually destroyed 2 of our artillery pieces. 122 and 203. That was a pretty devastating loss. Very nice, very nice. How is that guy alive still? I have no idea. But he is, and yep. We gotta move our squads forward. We are taking it back, that's for sure. That is Tiger 2. I think that's early Tiger 2. Yeah, we get penned. So I'm gonna try to drop some smoke to protect it. As I said, I'm quite bad with tanks in this game for some reason. I think that my IS-2 is out of anti-tank shells. And we missed that. Quite unfortunate, but we destroyed the transport in the back by accident. Again, we get hit by that Tiger 2. This is why I don't like bringing expensive tanks, because I always lose them. And because Tiger 2 has a long time to reload, I'm gonna try to stay out of his range. He's also bringing anti-tank gun over there. Okay, that was really nice. So I was here surprised that we didn't win, because they are out of points. Usually in battle zones, if you are at 0 points, you lose. We're gonna bring some new tank crew, though. We're gonna bring some new tank crew. Now, we have control of those points, but it's not as stable as it was before. Oh, what a crazy shot. What a shot. Yeah, I got hit and I missed because of it. M1 Howitzer is doing so much work, and this is where we see something I didn't realize what it was, and yeah, it's Pack 43 actually. Pack 43 is a beast, but now I'm not exactly sure what it was, and I think my ally is pinging it. I want to send a guy forward just to see where it is, and look at this. Pinpoint accuracy from that M1 Howitzer. That thing is probably the MVP. So, King being the king. We gotta reposition our machine gunners on the left. We're gonna steal the MG42 belt fed. Sometimes they refuse to fix it. I have no idea why. Yeah, I was kind of in wonder of like why we weren't winning. But yeah, I guess there is a setting that you can set up even if they're like 0 points. You would not lose. I guess we need to go to 1000. So I remember that there were some infantry guys. And let's see if we can hit them. Yeah, only a single kill. Definitely not worth the salvo, but it seems like they decided to move on the right flank. Or essentially my ally decided to move there. We're slowly fixing the IS-2. We have a couple of units stuck on rocks. This always happens in this game. That tank destroyer is sitting there for no reason. Like, literally. That's a big mistake buying it, because it limits the amount of infantry he can bring. CP-wise and manpower-wise. Although, that could be actually a doctrinal purchase. But still, like, you don't buy a tank destroyer unless you have a tank to deal with. Yeah, again, I'm trying to be more aggressive just to push him on the edge. And if I'm more aggressive, my allies should have an easier time, you know, elsewhere on the map. We're gonna make sure, because IS-2 can only take 4 crewmen. Our crewman has level 5 veterancy, so we're gonna make sure that he is actually in the tank. Otherwise, tank does not get the veterancy buff. He's just riding on top of it. It seems like they completely abandoned their flank. And at this point, we call it like GG. Pretty damn good. To everybody, I think that Lakatos did a great job early on, but had probably some bad purchases later. Just like try to rely more on infantry. I made a mistake for not bringing even more infantry, I feel like. But I'm gonna definitely make sure in the future